This is Channel 25 WVTT Olean. Now, from the Twin Tiers' biggest broadcast news operation, this is the 6 o'clock report with Jeff Andrulonis and Alexa Olson. Listen on News Radio 96.7 WVTT or watch on News Channel 25 WVTT television. WVTT proudly presents the 6 o'clock report.
Good evening, I'm Alexa Olson.
And I'm Jeff Andrulonis. Good evening. The big story tonight on the 6 o'clock report. Winter weather is here, round 2 tonight. The National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory for McKean and Potter counties in Pennsylvania. They tell us another 2 to 4 inches could fall tonight and into Saturday. Cattaraugus and Allegheny counties in New York are expected to get some patchy freezing drizzle. They're not under an advisory at this point. Now, homeowners need to be aware of rules that are in place when it comes to snow removal. Now, some municipalities expect that the sidewalks be cleared of all snow and ice within 24 hours after a snowstorm.
And Jeff, that storm that's responsible for all that snow that hit the Twin Tiers and other parts of the Northeast is now blamed for 15 deaths. It's also continuing to delay holiday travelers trying to make their way back home by air or roadways. Yesterday morning, a Southwest Airlines jet bound for Tampa, Florida, veered off a taxiway and got stuck in mud at an airport on New York's Long Island. There were no injuries to the 129 passengers and 5 crew members on board. And last night, a flight that landed in Pittsburgh got stuck in the snow. You can see on your screen right now how bad that snow in Pittsburgh really is today. It got stuck in the snow for about 2 hours on the tarmac. Passengers were eventually bused to the terminal. The storm is moving into Canada right now. Jeff?
Now, Alexa, out of the 15 people killed in the storm thus far, 7 of them were from Pennsylvania. 315 others injured in over 1,000 crashes investigated by Pennsylvania State Police during the Christmas holiday driving period. Of those crashes in the Commonwealth, over 100 were alcohol-related, 1 death alcohol-related, and 2 of the 7 people who died in crashes weren't wearing their seatbelt.
This weekend, Webster will be saying goodbye to fallen heroes taken too soon. 4 firefighters from Webster were shot by a man who set his house on fire as a trap to kill first responders. 2 of those 4 died from those gunshot wounds, according to autopsy results released today. Calling hours for both those men will be tonight for members of the Webster Fire Department and Webster Police only. The public can pay their respects tomorrow, Saturday, December 29th, at Schroeder High School in Webster. Calling hours will be from 12 to 3 p.m. and 6 to 9 p.m. There will be a service for one of the fatally shot firefighters at noon on Sunday at the high school. Then a procession will move to the burial. And new information coming into our newsroom just hours ago. Police have arrested a woman they say the guns were used in the shooting were registered to. Police are saying that gun charges are imminent. Jeff?
In the wake of that shooting in Webster and also the shooting at the Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut, gun control is the topic on everyone's mind. WVTT's Valerie Tysaner joins us live in the WVTT digital newsroom with a local take on the gun control issue. Valerie.
Jeff, we've had lots of shootings recently, especially after the Newtown shooting. There was that one near Rochester where several firefighters were gunned down while fighting that fire. And just this morning in New Jersey, several police officers were shot inside their own police station. And so the question remains, what is left to do? I spoke with a local activist who is reaching out to senators trying to explain his position.
The guns haven't changed at all, and the technology of the guns hasn't changed at all. What has? Obviously, it's us. Incremental legislation making it more difficult for you or my wife or any other honorable and good-intentioned person to get a gun is simply going to impact that good person's ability to get it, while the criminal element still has between 300 and 500 million to choose from. Unless somehow somebody were to wave a magic wand and make any and all firearms disappear simultaneously, these things are going to continue to happen. Even those of us that oppose new gun control, we all feel that. We feel that if something's going to come out of this that is going to inconvenience all of the good people, let's make it sure that it has something that has teeth and not just defining gun features that are bad.
A new USA Gallup poll was released yesterday, and more people than ever are in support of stricter gun control laws. However, also at an all-time high, more people than ever also oppose a complete outright ban of handguns. In the WVTT Digital Newsroom, I'm Valerie Tysaner. Alexa and Jeff, back to you.
Thanks, Valerie. Now, if you'd like to join the conversation about gun control, you can visit our Facebook page on our website and take part in our daily poll. That website address on Facebook is facebook.com/WVTT News to take part in our daily poll. That's a new feature here at WVTT. A 4-year-old playing with a cigarette lighter may be the cause of a fire in Emporium in Cameron County. It happened around 10 yesterday morning in downtown Emporium. 3 families now homeless. The over 100-year-old house that was turned into 4 apartments has been declared a total loss. A woman about 30 years old who was confined to a bed due to a previous medical condition was pulled out of the building covered in soot but responsive. According to the Bradford Era, she's being treated at a Pittsburgh hospital.
A Bradford man who tried to light a kid on fire is awaiting sentencing today. 18-year-old Johnny Kraus entered a guilty plea to reckless endangerment and disorderly conduct in McKean County Court yesterday. Court documents say that Kraus and a 15-year-old juvenile were in a van headed to the Beacon Light School when they tried to light each other on fire with lighters.
Alexa, this isn't the only place we've heard of this kind of thing happening. Police in Miami are looking for the men who apparently doused a man in gasoline and set him on fire. Alex Prieto has the story.
This is my only son, and it's hard for me to see him like this for something he didn't do. He wasn't bothering anyone. He was only minding his business.
Her son is Daryl Brackett, burned from his head to his thighs. He is clinging to life at Jackson Memorial Hospital.
He has no skin left. 75% of his body is burned.
Brackett's family says the 44-year-old walked to this station along Northwest 27th Avenue and 47th Street Christmas night when his van ran out of gas. It is here he filled up a can of fuel.
And I was still waiting in the van.
Brackett's girlfriend, who asked we didn't show her face, says after 45 minutes of waiting in the van, she got out and was told Brackett was chased across the street by 3 men, doused with gas in the median, and then set on fire.
Only thing I know, they say the lady said she tried to help him.
He told her, only thing I did was ask the question. They didn't have to do this to me. They didn't have to do this. And that was the last words he ever said.
Doctors have Brackett in a medically induced coma. His family is now hoping someone who was in the area will speak up and answer their questions.
But there's somebody out there who knows something. There's somebody there who knows what really happened. And the only thing I'm asking, somebody just have a little heart. Take a little time. Let your conscience be your guide. Come forward and know.
And while his mother is counting on the right tip, she's also counting on her faith to help her son make a full recovery.
Who knows? He might not even make it, but we pray to God. God is a miracle worker.
And some disagreement between McKean County commissioners over the county budget. Commissioners met yesterday in Smethport despite the wintry weather and cast their votes on the 2013 budget. Cliff Lane is the board's only Democrat. He voted against the tax increase. The almost $31 million budget is actually less than last year's budget, but requires a tax increase to keep it balanced. The budget passed 2-1.
An exciting day today if you're a Buffalo resident and a Sabres fan. The Buffalo Sabres and Kaleida Health are teaming up to make even the youngest Buffalo resident a Sabres fan. They've announced that all babies born at Millard Fillmore Suburban and Children's Hospital will get a Sabres blanket and a certificate from team owner Terry Pagula. The idea came from Terry's wife, Kim Pagula, as a way to welcome all new members of the Sabres and Western New York community. WVTT is also working on a 2012 year-in review. We'll have the video posted on our website beginning on New Year's Eve. That website again is WVTTnews.com or TwinTiersNews.com. Stay tuned for that posting coming up in just a couple of days on the WVTT website. Still to come here on Twin Tiers Evening News, we'll take our first look at weather. Also coming up, the global news update and a look at how stocks fared. The Wall Street wrap-up is straight ahead as well on News Channel 25 WVTT.